This time on Bona Fide Bus, we are on Highway 1 and we're answering our most frequently asked questions about bus life. I'm Sarah and this is Eric. We love traveling and enjoying the great things that Earth has to offer. So a few months ago, we decided to pursue life on the road and capture our adventures along the way. Subscribe for a new video every other Wednesday, and thanks for coming with us.
We are in Big Sur, California, and we're going to be answering 10 of our most frequently asked questions we get about bus life and our bus in particular. But we're going to do that and go on a little walk down to the rocks below, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We park in a mixture of different areas, residential streets, BLM land, and occasionally a campsite. Oftentimes we just try and figure out where we can park and get away with it without paying. Last night we tried to park right here and we immediately got booted out by a police officer. So it's kind of just a gamble and feeling things out as we go, figuring out where we can stay and where we can't.
We chose a bus over a van for a few reasons. One is they're cheaper, so a used bus won't cost you as much as a used van. Two, we wanted the width that comes with a bus. So vans can be as long as us on the inside, but they're not as wide, just more room there. And then lastly, the character. We just loved bus life when we saw all the videos and all the different ways that people went with them. So yeah, we love our little bus and how much character it has driving down the road. I think we would do a van in the future if we wanted to be a little more stealthy. You know, all black Sprinter van with no roof rack or stuff hanging off it like we have.
Yeah.
You're much more stealth.
The most difficult part of bus life for me is probably the lack of privacy. You're in a very small space with another person, or at least we are. And also a lot of people come up to you on the street asking about your bus, wanting to take pictures of it, or looking inside sometimes.
Which is great.
Yeah, I mean, we love talking about it.
But sometimes.
Sometimes we don't, like at 8 o'clock in the morning when we're still in our pajamas. But yeah, that has been the biggest adjustment for me.
And I would think my answer is completely different. For me, there's just conveniences that when you're at a spot like this, it's convenient to have your house at the top of the hill and can stay here all day, but there's times where it's not convenient to go to the grocery store and to go do laundry and that. So also Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Please
hit us up with some Wi-Fi suggestions. We have 4 100-watt solar panels and 2 200 amp hour batteries. What we charge, well, our appliances are toilet, water pump, fan, refrigerator, and there's one more. There's one more.
Our USBs.
Yeah, and USB outlets. Right now we have drone batteries going, camera batteries going. It could go all day.
I use my sewing machine on it.
Oh yeah, sewing machine.
I also use my curler on it just fine.
Yeah.
Wow, those were such domestic things to say. But yeah, we don't have a problem.
We've been in Southern California, so we get sun all day long, every day pretty much. But when we were in Tahoe, there was a period where we had snow on the panels for 3 days straight. We were able to charge everything fine. I went up on a snowy day, cleared off the panels, and it took us right up to 100. I don't know how. It was snowing. There was no sign of the sun, but we haven't had an issue with that size system at all.
Just want to show you guys the terrain we're going on right now.
Gear talk for the nerds out there. We get asked what we shoot our videos with. So right now we're shooting on our main camera, the Sony a7 III. We also use the GoPro Hero 9, which is great for getting stuff in the water. We love the time warp function on that. The GoPro is great just to pick it up and get a quick shot. And then we use the Mavic Air 2, which is a nice, small consumer drone. This morning we saw a herd? A pod of whales go by right here, and got the drone up and got some unreal shots.
It was so cool.
Sarah was freaking out.
So beautiful and majestic.
We'll give you guys one shot, but you're gonna have to wait for our Highway 1 video to see the rest of them. They're pretty insane. I do want to tell you guys, it is not about the gear that you have, it is about the story that you tell. You can make these videos with an iPhone and make them just as good.
How is cooking in the bus? I will answer this because I am the main bus chef. Cooking in the bus is great. We have a big refrigerator, we have stovetop, we have sink, and tons of countertop space. The only thing we don't have is an oven. But we've gotten around that really well. We didn't really use an oven very much before we did Bus Life, and had we used it, we would have incorporated it into our kitchen, but we're not missing much of anything.
We went over heating the bus in our last video, Winter Bus Life, linked right here, so check that out. We have the Cubic mini wood stove, which yes, heats the bus, yes, is cute and good ambiance, but it does take a lot of work. We got a lot of great feedback from you guys on that last video to look into diesel heaters, so we will definitely be doing that. But yeah, go check out that video if you want to learn more about heating the bus.
You guys probably know, if you've looked into Bus Life, it's a $1,000 toilet. It's a lot of money to spend. I think it's definitely worth it. We don't have to mess with a septic tank at all, and it's better for the environment. You're not using a ton of water. However, if you could make one by yourself and it did the same exact thing, I would definitely recommend doing that. But we were in a time crunch and I really wanted to have a toilet that worked well, so we went for it, and I would definitely recommend it.
It is time for our number one asked question. How much did you spend on the bus? We get that like once a day at least.
People ask that all the time.
And sometimes I feel fine answering it, but sometimes it does feel weird to answer. And partially because I feel like we could do our build for at least $5,000 less.
Yeah.
If we were to go back and do it. This is our first time doing anything like this. We learned everything along the way. Oh, that was a big wave. So we could definitely cut costs, and we don't even know for sure how much we spent.
Yeah.
We do have an Excel sheet on expenses, but we're still, she thinks it's a little under 25,000. I think it's a little over 25,000. So 25,000 is what we spent on the bus.
Our problem was that we had such limited time to finish our project. We were trying to finish before a Michigan winter hit, so
we bought up everything.
Yeah.
We were buying months in advance, just like buying stuff like crazy, just so we knew we'd have it when that day came that we needed to put it in the bus.
Yeah.
So.
Had we had more time to upcycle all of like the wood and things like that in our bus, we could have made it so much cheaper.
Yeah.
But tons of things we could have made cheaper, but we didn't, so
yeah,
it was more expensive.
The bus itself was $6,500.
Yep.
Composting toilet was $1,000.
Yep.
The cubic mini wood stove was basically $1,000 after the wall mount and all the little things that we had to do.
Our refrigerator was almost $700.
Yep, and then the solar was probably around $4,000 all said and done. So right there, I mean, where are you at? Somewhere around $13,000 before doing anything cosmetic, before insulating, before any of that stuff. So
you also have to factor in all the time that we put into it.
Yeah.
I mean, what is our time worth? We were also fortunate enough to be able to do all of our construction at my parents' house, and we were able to live at our parents' houses. So thank you guys for that. That probably saved us so much money.
Yep.
If you guys are looking into buying a bus or a van and converting whatever, try and find a cheap space, because who knows, and it'll take way longer than you think it will.
And cost way more. We did a breakdown before getting into this of what we thought we would spend. I think it came out to like $18,000.
Yeah.
But just know you're gonna spend 20% more of what you think you're gonna spend.
There's going to be issues that come up too. Things you need to fix in your engine, on your bus, who knows?
Yep.
It's gonna happen.
All right, so those are the 10 most frequently asked questions that we get about bus life. Just want to remind you guys, this is not typical bus life for us. This is the glamorized version, but we're soaking it up.
Yeah, we have been having so much fun on Highway 1, and we can't wait to share it with you. So please hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so when we do upload that video, you'll get notified. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.